Yo, people, welcome back to the Fix, Quik Fix. That is, it's a boy now here with Ari and Javi. Wagwan.
You don't have to get confused anymore.
Not anymore, no. Especially when one person wearing our true colors today.
Javi? Yeah, wear your black and red.
Miss Go Green.
You know what I mean?
Say, peace, bitches.
Anyways, it's Quik Fix. For people who don't know what Quik Fix is, Javi, please do tell them what it's all about. But before you do that, tell them who it's brought to them by.
Sure. Quik Fix is brought to you by Precision Marketing Consultants, the public relations and media platform catering to the Caribbean diaspora. You must know by now, Quik Fix is a run-up of the news that we've missed in the week. So let's go ahead and get started. Jamaican entrepreneur and artist manager Romeich Major came under fire from members of the public after announcing a $1,000 entry fee for his job fair today, October 20th, 2023. On Wednesday, October 18th, Romeich announced that he will be hosting a job fair at his company's headquarters in Kingston. While some followers were in agreement with Romeich's idea, some labeled it a scam, noting that not all the individuals interviewed would gain employment and highlighting that some may not be able to afford the fee. However, hours later, Romeich quickly clapped back at his critiques in an Instagram story post. "I'm doing something that has never been done in Jamaica, sorting jobs for peeps, and you all talking shit because there is an entry fee of $1,000 to get interview for a job that will pay you thousands of dollars. This is why our culture don't get better. You all find it hard to invest and make yourself better. Shake my head. Jamaica people, wake up. Also, if you don't agree with how I do my thing, don't join my team. Simple as that," he stated in the post. He has since revealed that it was a marketing stunt in an interview with RFM, and job seekers entered his job fair free of cost.
You know, you have to understand media. And if you know, me's a marketing genius. Not really say Ray, but we know that. We've seen the work that I've done. You see, with Jamaicans, if you put on something that you're doing something free, you have two things. You have to be bombarded by people that don't make no sense. And then the people that make sense, and I say, why am I doing something free? I'm not interested. But there was never ever a charge that I was going to charge. As I say, when I come in and people just walk in, it's not a charge. You get me? I say, this execution is costing me roughly about $350,000. And I am only here to do maybe 400 to 500 people for interview. I don't see my team doing more than that for the day. Although so far we're here in the first 45 minutes and we have over 70 to 100 people already here. But Jamaica, I need for wise up. This is not a money thing. I make my money off of entertainment and working with corporate and keeping my events.
We didn't look at that.
Wait a minute. What do we make of this?
Wow.
All right, who's gonna go first? Naro?
So you mean to tell me, say, all the social media chatter and debates and essays were for nothing?
For nothing.
Wow, you mean to tell me, say, we fall prey to the marketing genius? Fell prey. Yo,
Wait a minute.
don't do me that, because my grammar just as bad as the initial graphic code they didn't put out as well. Necessary. The S's instead of the C's.
Wow. Yeah.
I hope them hire
They really need a new
They need a proofwriter. They need a proofwriter.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, I hate people like you because I never see that shit, you know. Like, you know how my brain work? It just scan. I just get the necessary
you get the
information.
gist.
Yeah.
That's it.
All we're going, this was a nice little social experiment. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You actually buy that though, that it was a marketing stunt?
Some parts of it does, because I know who is involved with it. And it basically proved my theory about something that happened some weeks ago as well. You know, with a whole band conversation, all these things. I don't put it past him.
Yeah.
So now the people's eyes are open to say, yo, this is a person who will do things. Him say it himself, say, yo, people who watch out for things like, I know because they say artists like Chris Carr means say, yo, it actually can work. You know what I mean? These are people that believe in smoke and mirror, all these things. The bag chattered, it aided in the promotion of
the fair.
The fair.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure was a whole heap of people there. I think him say about 500 people in there got interview, and so far probably like of midday, by midday like was 150 people or something like that.
Most between 70 to 100.
Yeah. So everything you have to look upon with a lens, say, yo, is this what I'm actually seeing?
Yeah.
When you talk about then the people, you know what I mean? When it comes down to the actual conversation, does it even make sense to even join it anymore? When I saw it, I'm like, at the very least, it's unethical. Maybe at the very worst, it's illegal in some countries, you know what I mean, to charge for a job fair, just something that isn't done.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was saying in the post. He said, I'm doing something that hasn't been done before. And that he's the first person to a job fair, be the first person for throw a job fair that charge people. I guess that was the thing that rubbed people the wrong way. Say, oh yeah, charge people for a job fair. When you look at the socio-economic, climate of our country, is that really something that,
one
would want to do? You know what I mean? I'll be a poor people living. Let's just be plain and straight with it. You know what I mean? So if you charge, true. You have to pre with that lens.
We're struggling.
So there's a lot of struggling people that would want to attend this, and you're going to charge them money. Yeah. Basically further enriching yourself. Plus, you have it under the guys say, we have a nice time, a DJ and all like them things that.
I'm supposed to get the job.
Exactly.
I don't want to enjoy myself. I want to have a nice time. I want to enjoy myself.
How much people are gonna feel like, how much people are gonna want for those posts. It could be just one person per post, like, and you got 5 people come with like them thing there. Yeah. The road people the wrong way. So I could see through that lens, but. People, I know a lot of people, I'm sure I was going to touch into this point as well. From the lens of the businessman, so it's kind of ingenious.
And that's where I come in, because I think I was like, what's the issue? $1,000, like, what's the issue? Fine, it is unethical to charge somebody for a job fair, but I don't see it as any different as a fair. Like, you go into a fair, if it was like a carnival, a fair where you go in, there's an entry fee. You go to the different tables and rides and whatever, and you're paying for it. So, and Romeich is an entertainment man. So I know it was going to be a spectacle, and I think for the most part, you're probably paying for a spectacle. So he might kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He might try, present as this altruistic charitable person where I'm doing something good. He's like being a corporate, so
charging people $1,000.
A corporate a good corporate citizen where he's trying to create employment for people and whatever. But the thing is, people are saying about $1,000. Think about it. You have the taxi isn't free, the clothes isn't free. The printer, if you don't, more than likely you probably don't have a printer at your yard to buy your own, to print off your resume and whatever. It isn't free. So to get to the job fair isn't free. To buy lunch for the after the interview isn't free, because he said that he's going to have food and sale on food and drink and refreshment. So on sale, right? So but to be honest, I'm just thinking like it really and truly. To me, I'm just like, it's not a good thing, but I get the business behind it. He's a businessman. And like people need to kind of remove the lens of like, I don't think Romeich, if it's business, I don't think he's gonna do anything where he's going to stand a loss. And he's gonna try and gain from it. And if he can create a spectacle out of it, why not? Like, I totally don't have a problem with it. I don't want to liken it to the visa where people spend 20,000.
I think even the party comparison is stupid.
Yeah, I want. You don't want to liken it to all these other things, because everybody know what you get for. When you go to an entertainment, it's entertainment. You go there to enjoy yourself. Exactly. Like, you know what it is. Yeah. But to bring it around, I think it's a lottery. It's like the lottery. You spend $250 for a lotto ticket to win, in the hopes of winning $1 million. And there are a lot of people who buy the lotto ticket in hopes of winning the millions of dollars. So to me, it's just like, if him charge, we can argue on the ethical nature of it all, and then we can go back and forth with that. But to me, I'm like, he's a businessman. It remind me of Eugene Krabs, SpongeBob. You remember when SpongeBob did have the talent show? Squidward did have the talent show, and him did a bomb, and the people that want to throw tomato off it, and Eugene said, well, since you not buy the Krabby Patty, When I go use the ingredients to throw and him charging people them the $1.50 for throw off a Squidward.
Of course, you take this.
So
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
to me, it just remind me of that. Like, just he's gonna make.
And
He's
Eugene Krabs
maximizing.
is seen as generally not a nice person.
It mean a stingy, but
Yeah.
Mr. Crab have a heart of gold.
Yeah, okay.
Not really.
A real heart of gold, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
heart of gold for real. Me money.
money. Yeah, I just like I don't know. Like, to be honest, and to me, I'm like, people who complain about it are people who don't have the job. Like, if you need a job, you're gonna make a way. If you don't have the bus fare for go, you're not have it. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna find your way to the job fair. Like, either way, even if he wasn't charging,
Yeah.
there's still you may not get the job if you go, and you would have spent the money to go to get the job, but you don't have the money where you claim when you don't have. So if it's just to charge $1,000, to me, I don't see the big
Anyways,
deal.
look at us further taking place in the circus and the marketing floor.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, but even that Ari, when you say the expenses, them not want to have an additional
That's the thing.
expense. Like, I have to pay for all of them something.
Exactly.
I have to
you're
go.
charging me for something that is usually free.
The thing about it is, if it was an actual thing, because they could have said it's a registration fee, like to sign up with the company or whatever, or
But then
you
that
get
not
food.
right too. If it's a registration fee to sign up with the company,
Then
if he's charging
you're supposed to
everybody the rest,
guarantee
exactly
the spot.
So that wouldn't make no sense. Just call it for what it is.
Or
What
them
it
get
is.
food. So you pay the $1,000. There's a medium
Food,
lunch
right.
with a cup of drink.
That
and
too.
you
That
get
I'm
that.
like saying it should have
Yeah.
been a case where you pay $1,000 for food.
you get the food.
Yeah, and if-
'Cause-
and
a
if-
couple people would have there waiting for
For
a
a
while.
while.
So when you finally get through, if you not get the job, then you're belly full.
Then that too, like that's what I'm saying. He shouldn't have had food and drink on sale. At least that should have been quote unquote free.
Right.
But again,
So-
people, this isn't real.
But the thing is too, just to add to, I don't like the thing. Like, stand on what you do. Like, that's one of the things I don't really like with like entertainers and people. Sometimes like if you make a mistake, you make
So
a
you
mistake.
think it's a
Yeah.
total?
Yeah, I think it's a total 180.
Cause
I was
they
gonna
get
say
backlash.
360, but a total 180 because
Yeah, girl math.
you know you see the backlash and you saw that it was negative. Don't be like, oh, I'm a marketing genius. Okay, yes, you are, but just say, well, you know what, it's a misfire. Obviously, it didn't go well in the social someday. As long as it's not an illegal thing, as long as it's not illegal for him to do, I don't say him just say, well, it's not what I'm doing is not illegal.
So you get approval from ministry.
Yeah, I'm getting the approval from ministry. It's not illegal. We can debate on the ethical qualms of it all, but you know, it's a misstep, and I own that, and we move forward. And next time I know, well, we won't charge it, or we'll probably find a different way to lay it instead of an entry fee or whatever. Stand on it instead of like, oh, I'm a marketing
Let's
genius.
just say that if it was
Like, nah.
real,
It
or
could
if
be
it
a
actually
marketing
charge
stunt.
people, I don't think that would have contributed to it being less successful event.
No, and that is it.
Would probably
The
would have
mere
survived.
fact that you probably say Valiant, you probably say Rebel, Ding Dong, or you may work with Chensia. Like, this is the appeal. So either way, people are talking. I'm like, they're gonna be there's going
Talk
to be
about a dream.
exactly. There's going to be
Selling
people lined up.
unicorn meat.
There's going to be people lined up wanting to work with it. So I'm like,
Yeah.
people are cussing us. I say, listen, he wins either way.
Yeah.
He's gonna get people to want to work in it. People talk about him something. It's
Yeah.
a win. I personally never see nothing wrong with the charging, but
Yeah, you
whatever.
know, like poor people.
Shut up.
As we said, people true colors.
Gosh, let's move on. So, in the aftermath of several spirited debates on social media concerning the qualifications of recipients at Monday's National Honors and Awards ceremony, Professor Donna Hope, in an article published in the Jamaica Star, advocates for channeling this enthusiasm towards the nomination process itself. The focal point of this discourse revolves around the question of whether dancehall artist Wayne Marshall deserved the Order of Distinction (OD) awarded to him for his significant contributions to the entertainment industry. Professor Hope, however, challenges those engaging this conversation to not just critique, but also to participate in the selection process. She urges them to consider nominating individuals they believe merit such recognition. So, I have to ask, what do you make of this? Ari, can go first.
No, to be honest, I
Yeah, what do you make of this, Irene Green?
I'm so annoyed by the way.
What?
Like everybody just being, oh, Wayne Marshall don't deserve it and the other people should get it over him.
I mean, you know what? It's me usually think that people are dead forget them. So yeah,
Really?
I really thought when I was young, I thought that he had to die. If especially like
That's so bad.
yeah, but people having an issue with Wayne Marshall. I guess where Beanie Man I say boil down with the politics. I don't even know how to contribute to this conversation because I don't have a problem. I think Wayne Marshall is worthy of it, but I do think that other people are worthy of it, and I don't. And to have the argument would be like, oh, he's not worthy of it. You know,
That's
like
unfair.
That's unfair to him. He has almost over like what 20 years. Wayne Marshall in this business, he's able to revamp and introduce himself to a new market. You know, he's become this wholesome family man.
Yeah.
Him have a loving wife, a beautiful family. Like, come on, like, and he's representing what the good part of dancehall music ought to be. You know, and another good part of what dancehall music is supposed to be. So to have the argument and say about this man forget it. Like, hope that's why I said that I would champion and say that make sure that next year people like Beanie Man and Bounty Killer to make sure they get it. Like really look at it. Like have a full broader discussions and remove the politics out of it. That's why I don't want it to be true that what Beanie Man say where it's political because it loses its all its meaning and it loses its importance when you're going to attach it to political party. Like, oh, if you support this one, you support this one.
No, when this one is in power, then you'll only be awarded.
No, that shouldn't be it. Like in America, they have the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Like conservative people like George W. Bush, get Ellen DeGeneres. No, I think Barack Obama.
Sad.
Anyways,
what a bad example.
Right. Conservative, but people give, you know, yes, you're sure you have your preference and your personal person who you want to highlight, but it really should be about what they do and what they've contributed to society.
Well, are you living in a utopic world while I live in reality? And the fact of the matter is, and I said it to you at the time, it's about part of it is about being well liked. And without a doubt, Wayne Marshall, as you've listed out for several reasons why he is well liked.
Yeah.
Not to say he's undeserving though, and just to sort of go into the mindset of the people, even though some are kind of OD with the disrespect towards Wayne for real.
Yeah.
But I think it's really a matter of say, yo, we ain't get, and then look at other people who not get, and then question say, yo, how them not get, and these people are well deserving. So I think that's the real, impetus behind a lot of this conversation now, where it goes into being sort of degenerative, is when people say, oh, Wayne Marshall does not deserve it, and then cuss him and all these things, and then you try to
unfair.
stretch and find reasons, say, oh, him not forget it and all these things. Yes, some of it is being well liked. Some of it may even be politically motivated in regards to who not get.
Yeah.
But you can't, you have to do that and not make it no disrespect Wayne Marshall.
No.
You know what I mean? Because
and that's why I'm like, it's so
Exactly.
unfair. It's unfair to have the conversation because then
Taros
it would
Riley deserve
invalidate.
it, Marshall Griffith deserve it.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, it would
What about
invalidate his contribution to music. You know, maybe people are gonna say it's the right time, it's not the right time, whatever. But I mean, he's been in it for 20 plus years. He's
Not only in contribution to music, but as you mentioned, what he has evolved into and the symbol of what he is right now.
Yeah.
Very strong.
Yeah.
And I don't even think, and I'm just thinking about Bounty Killer and Wayne Marshall. They have a good relationship. I don't think Wayne and Bounty Killer is like, well, me forget it before. Like, no, I mean, Bounty Killer seem like somebody that is so
Big up.
supportive, and anybody that has been in his orbit, he likes to see them move on and move forward, you know. And Wayne Marshall has always been a solid, consistent supporter of Bounty Killer. I'm sure Bounty is not like, well, if you get it, like, no.
And before we move on, I want to say that Professor Dunlop is 100% correct.
Yeah,
We should look
about
into the
the
process.
nominating.
That's what people should really zero in. And if it's that we
How
can...
to nominate
That's
them?
how we can nominate. And if it's that there's a way in which the people can be involved and make freedom voices heard,
True.
then I could
Well,
do so
that's-
because a lot of
that's
these
true.
people are keyboard warriors and them love upon them phone and complain and chat and blah 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 and them
Yeah.
don't take part even if it's that they can take part.
True.
Them they
But then you
want
say
find out
that
the
not make no
process in which
sense.
they can.
That
Right.
makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Which one?
You're gonna people are gonna choose people who they like. So if the people in the political
people them who
hold
not-
on, if the people in the political class is the one that's choosing, and if it's the people who, what's the difference? It talk based on people like who them like. So
Isn't it already? In some respects?
Exactly. So no, but may I say, no one is going to be so. I'm just saying, we're trying to find a way that is going to be about objectivity and impartiality, but that's not going to be the case. People are gonna like people vote for who them like.
Even the Grammys have some in regards to the process in which people are nominated, like campaigning on who you like is involved. Like you cannot get rid of that element. in these
Exactly.
sort of things. You just
Exactly.
can't, you know what I mean?
No, but I'm just saying, what's the difference between if it's the political class who vote and like vote for them
So
versus
you are in favor of just keeping it to the political class?
I'm just saying it should be in tandem.
Okay.
Because they're suppose people like, I don't want, all right, like somebody who has been in this, but him not having a PR, him not a highlight, nobody not around him, not a big team, but him work, him toil, him strive so hard for it, but him probably know the MP who nominate him and the nominate him say, yo, you know, a long time him a working and like, yeah, him deserve this and whatever, because but we not know him. Him, we not know him. You see what I say? There's always going to be that pushback. So if it could be in tandem, where they probably like have people's choice, I don't know. But I don't believe in like removing like how it is now, because people
Of course it would.
always social media, and then I really know. So that's what I say. It should be in tandem.
I think the process should be looked into, for real. Nomination process.
Yeah.
Can be
agree.
revamped.
I agree with Professor Dunlop.
Certain tweaks.
Remember, you agreed to forward on the show too. Professor. Looking forward to you. Having you.
Yes. Alrighty, moving on. Speaking of Bounty arrives in London after 15 years. Less than a month after his UK visa was reinstated, dancehall icon Bounty Killer has touched down in London, England for the first time in over a decade and a half. Bounty took to Instagram and posted a series of visuals on Thursday morning showcasing his arrival at the airport and activities in the British capital with the accompanying caption, "Time's the master. I told them it's not scallion after 15 years. London!" That's how I picture him saying. Bounty Killer and Baby Sham are currently in the United Kingdom to promote their newly released EP Time Bomb, along with concert appearances. Shout out to Bounty.
Shout out Bounty Killer.
Yeah, I'm happy to
I
see
see him
this.
take a couple pics and look like a kid in a candy
Right?
store.
So
the
happy,
man
like,
so happy.
Look at me with my suitcase.
I don't want him on.
Yo, take this.
I just want them in the picture thing.
Hilarious moment.
Yeah, but this is good for sister, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's good to see that he's able to travel and promote this EP, this body of work with Sham, which it bad by the way.
Yeah.
That
Heard
are one
some
of
of the
dancehall's
songs.
best collaborations. And it good for system actually can do road in the UK. I'm sure there are a lot of people over there that been missing him and wanting to see him over there for years.
Yeah,
And to
finally.
actually see him, is me a do road over there is a good sight for see.
True.
This is what I love to say.
Iris friend.
Growth and elevation. Growth and elevation. You know, like especially the greats evolving, and you know, them get banned for whatever reason, or they've been refused entry. Visa is a privilege, not a right. But you see, I guess the people or the powers that be see the growth and evolution in Bounty, and I think that's what's nice to see. And you know, I guess I got a way to call it now, a second wind, a second gusto in his career. Seem like, you know, doing new music and promoting, and I guess getting back
Possibly
to
more jobs for him, more job opportunities.
more shows.
More
which,
shows.
Let me ask you,
And
one tell job at the job.
The shows.
Is he paying a Romeich $1,000?
Wow. Yeah.
But no, it's nice to see. It's nice to see. So good job, and like enjoy England. It's a bit cold now, but
Yeah.
Have some
It's
fish
chilly,
and,
mate.
some fish and chips.
Oh, bona for the fish. Me no want that. That's it for Quik Fix, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment down below.